everyone, it's Jordan, and today I'm going to be doing a Bookish Academy Awards tag. I wasn't tagged to do this, I just love saying this. Tag is a really old book tag, but I saw Reagan from Brews Project did this a few months ago, and I've been wanting to do it ever since, which I'll link down below. And the point of this tag is it's like a, like Oscars or People's Choice Awards, any of those award shows, but it's book related. I decided to do this because I've been wanting to do this tag, and I kind of dress a little bit nice for the occasion, even though I'm not dressing nice. But enough talking, let's get started. And I just want to point out for this tag, I'm going for the books that I've read from January of last year to now. Just that's why I picked the books that are kind of picked from the books that I've read last year and some that I've read so far this year, so just want to let you guys know that. And the first question is Best Actor, and the question is the best male protagonist, and I picked Arcus from Frostblood by Ellie Blake. I just love his character, even though he is like a bit mysterious and you don't know a lot about him, and that's why I like about him. Plus, I like how he encourages Ruby to get better on controlling her fire powers, and he's Frostblood, so that's why I really like about him. And plus, he's like, he doesn't like show a lot of feelings until he started talking about it with Ruby, and I just think that's really I just thought that's what I like about his character. Question is Best Actress, and you picked your favorite female protagonist, and I picked Elosa from Daughter of the Pirate King. I just love her. She's badass, plus she's a captain of her own crew, and of course she's a daughter of the Pirate King, as obvious. I just love her character. I just love how she's like, no, I don't want a romance with this boy, even though she keeps denying it, but I just love her character. She's became one of my favorite female protagonists of all time. I just love her as a character. The next question is, sorry for playing with my hair a bit. The next question is Best Cinematography, and that's when you pick the best plot twist, and I picked Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I just love like the mysterious elements of this book, and of course this is fantasy. I just love how there's twists and turns in every scene, and that leaves me questioning what's going on, and I just love the mysteries aspects of this book, and plus the cover is beautiful, and this was one of my favorite books of the year last year, which I'll link that video down below. And I just love Caraval, and I can't wait to read Legendary. The next question is the best costume design, and you get to pick the best cover. I have so many. I had trouble picking all the books that I've read last year to now that has a beautiful cover, but I picked The Book Jumper by Michelle Glacier. Again, you probably watched a few videos that I've mentioned this book that I have trouble pronouncing the author's name. But anyways, I just love the cover. I just love the color scheme and the background, and I love how the girl's like wearing a dress that's coming out of the book, and this knight is made out of paper. I'm like, that's a beautiful cover, and I want to read another book that's by her, and I just love the cover for this one. It's definitely worth to buy for the cover, and I read this not too long ago, and I love the book so much, and it's worth the read. The next question is the best supporting actors or something. Oh. The next question is best supporting actor or actress, and you picked your favorite female sidekick or supporting character. I go from the Lunar Chronicles. She's just so funny, and I'm like, I just want to be friends with her because she just pushes Cinder to go to the ball and talk to Prince Kai. I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's literally the friend that I've always wanted, and she's just funny and and she's sassy sometimes, and I just love her character, and I just love everything about her in the Lunar Chronicles, and I can't wait to read more of the series. The next question is the best original screenplay, and you pick on the most unique plot or world in the book, and I picked Everland by Wendy Spinelli. This is a different Peter Pan retelling that I've read, or any retellings that I've read. It's fantasy, but they took some dystopian aspects in the world, and they have like this disease that is going on, and they think the only cure is from kids, and I just like, oh my gosh, that's different than any other books that I've read, and this was the first Peter Pan retelling that I've read, and I've read others, but I had to pick this one because this was my #1 favorite book of the year last year, and again, I'll link that video down below, and this is one of my favorite books, and I just admire everything about the world, and I'm loving the series, and I just read Umberland last week, and I just love the world, and I'm like, I need to read more because I just love Everland, and I can't even shut up about it. The next question is the best adapted screenplay, and you picked the best book to movie adaptation. I picked Murder in the Orient Express. I've read the book before I saw the movie. It was really good. I really enjoyed the book, and I really enjoyed the movie. I'm happy that they followed the book really well, and I love the actors that played the characters, and they fit with their personality. I just love the movie as much as I love the book, and I can't wait for Death on the Nile because that's the next one turning into a movie. The next question is best animated feature, and you pick a book that would do well in animation form, and I picked Lost in a Book by Jennifer Donnelly. This is a Beauty and the Beast book that I've read last year, and I could have gotten this for the best cover design, but I have to do no copies of each of the answers just so I wouldn't repeat myself, but I just love this book, and I think it would do well with animation because Beauty and the Beast was originally animated before they turned into live action, and plus, I mean, come on, the cover is beautiful, and this would say animation. The next question is best director, and you talk about the writer that you've discovered for the first time, and I picked Becky Albertalli. This is I've read Umberland by Becky Albertalli. I honestly love her books, and I want to read more of hers. I have not read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Don't give me hate comments for not reading it, but I'm planning on reading it, and I know the movie just came out, and I'm like, I am missing out. I need to read the book because everybody else has been talking about it and loved it, and I feel like I'm the only one who hasn't read it. So I definitely plan on reading more of her books, and plus I just love the characters that she created. So yeah. The next question is best visual effects, and you'll pick the book that has the best action, and I picked Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I just love everything about this book, and when I read this book, it reminded me of Star Wars. It gave me the Star Wars vibes, which I really like, and that's got me to love the book more. And there's like a lot of action, especially when there's space pirates in this one, and I'm like, yeah, space pirates, that sounds really cool. And I just love everything about this book. I highly recommend this book, especially if you're looking for sci-fi or another sci-fi retelling, or a book that reminds you of reminds you of Star Wars, and I can't recommend this enough to everybody because, again, this is another book that I can't shut up about. The next question is the best music score, and you pick book to movie adaptation that has a best music. For me, like, I've read a lot of Marvel comics, like, for the past summer. Like, even though I didn't read the comics that relates to the movie, which is Avengers Infinity War, the music, oh my gosh, it got me so emotional because, like, every scene I end up crying because, it's mostly sad moments, even though there was a happy moment that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, but yeah, I'm a big Marvel fan. As you can see, I have a Spider-Man Funko Pop, and I have some Avengers Zim Zims or Marvel Zim Zims, and I have more somewhere on my bookshelves, but I've just been a big Marvel fan, and the music just really, like, there's like a lot of happy moments along with the music from the movie, and there's a lot of sad moments, so I have to give credit for that, even though I didn't read the comics that go along with Infinity War before then, but I just have to give credit to, I have to say, Infinity War has the best music. Well done, Marvel. The next question is, best short film, and you pick the best short book or novella, and I picked The Beast Within by Serena Valentino, yeah, that's her name. This was a really quick read. I've read this within a couple of hours, and I've read another one, Poor Unfortunate Soul, which I read, and I would have picked that, but I just had to pick The Beast Within because you guys know that I'm a big Disney fan, and The Beast has been my Disney prince since I was a kid, but there's just so many things about the Beast that it's like you keep wondering, like, what is the reason he was a beast? And when I read this, I'm like, that's a good possibility, because in an animated movie you don't get to see that. You only see, like, the reason he's a beast is because he's rude and doesn't have a kind heart, and but in a live action movie, I don't want to explain it in case you haven't seen it, so just go watch it because it's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and you could see, like, a lot of other possibilities that the Beast turned into a beast, not just because of his selfish background. So yeah, I have to give the best short film, the shortest book is Beast Within. The next question is best picture, and it's your favorite standalone. I haven't read a lot of standalones, but the one that I picked is The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. I love his books in general. Most of them are standalones, but this is one of my favorites, is because I just love seeing a girl that's like, I need to focus on school, I have no time for boys, but then she ends up finding out that she was wrong, that she could use a little romance just to relax a bit before she graduates college, and I just love the couple in this one. I just can't help but pick a Nicholas Sparks book for this one. And the last question is the best documentary, and you pick the best historical fiction or nonfiction. I have not read any historical fictions. It's not like I don't read them, it's just there hasn't been one that hasn't been catching my eye, but I picked a memoir, which is Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of brain fart there, but I just really enjoy this. Even though it was a reread, I still read this for class, and I read it in the beginning of this year. I just love it. Plus, her story is told through graphic novel, which is different than any other memoirs that I've read, and I think it's important to know her story and what she gone through. So yeah, Bookish Academy book tag. I tag everybody to do this. Plus, it's a lot of fun, especially when there's a lot of different awards that deals with movies, music, Broadway, that people should do it if they love those. And if you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below some of your favorite books with pretty covers or your favorite female protagonists, because I want to know. And if you want to follow me on social media, I have Facebook under Last Reader, and I have Twitter and Instagram on Last Reader 19. I also have Goodreads, which I'll link down below. And if you don't want to miss any of my new videos, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!